Hey, welcome to Howling with Discgolf. It's been a while. I have no excuses. But my contract for Gateway is up. It is beginning of 2026, and hopefully this year I'll be able to do these videos a lot more. Apologize for the way hiatus. But further ado, my bag for this year, because I lost a bet at the end of December, and and we're right next to a highway, so kind of loud. But it's MVP for until either I get sponsored or to the end of the year. So yeah, I'll bag of MVP Axiom Streamline. These are my discs for this year, unless I get sponsored. That was the whole bet kind of thing. So since I lost that bet, that's my bag, and we're gonna play here a quick 9 at Halifax. This is where I kind of started my YouTube adventure, and this is where I wanted to do the first of the year for 2026. I'm trying a new mic. Hopefully the sound quality is good. If not, we'll buy a new one. And you just heard my phone go off. So we're here at hole 1, and we're going to be doing more courses this year, so it's not just this course. So stay tuned, subscribe, and like, and let's get started. Alright, so hole 1 here at Halifax, and we're going to do 2 off 1. I really want to throw this time lapse. This is the retooled, but I pulled this from a gyro box. Really pretty disc. So we're going to go off this off the rip and see how it works. Oh, she's as stable as the other ones. Okay. Well, not as stable. Let me phrase that. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get one up there. Kind of want to just get one out there. And this is kind of some wind, so I don't really want to throw. I think we're just going to throw a boost straight at it. Maybe a little anhyzer. And that's what we're going to go with. And a little skip too. Ooh, not bad though. All right, let's go down there. All right, landed right here, not bad. So got right there. I'm on just putting with proxies. Thought they were kind of cool, and they actually fit my hand pretty well. That's not the run I wanted, but hey, why not? At least I'm consistent, right? Let's just think that putt in for par. So, while I'm doing this, I'm going to be saying this. I am still supporting Stokely and Stokely Disc, but basically, I'm a man of my word. Lost a bet, so I'm bagging this. But if I get sponsored, that's what I'll carry. That's what I'll do. Retail store still there, but yeah. So right now we're kind of just throwing Axiom Streamline and AVP because of that. But I do still support Stokely Disc. Just want to make that perfectly clear. So on to hole 2. All right, hole 2. Got a little, even though it's right behind that one, I feel a little bit more wind coming from this way. So what I originally would probably throw is a putter down in here. I mean, it's only 257 feet, but I think I'm gonna actually disc up to the zone, or I probably should go mid-range. This headwind, I think the zone would, I mean, not the zone, wow. I was trying Discraft before I made this bet and lost. Not zone, tempo, sorry, tempo. I think I'm gonna go tempo because I originally would throw a putter here. So, yeah. And let's try and get it down there. I pulled that, but good tree stop. That's fun. See, originally I would throw something like the particle. Love the particle. A slight hyzer. Let it flip up and ride throughout the gap. I should have thrown the putter. Do I like my opportunity here? No. But I'm still getting used to throwing these off, but I do have tournaments coming up. Oh, so let me tell you the plan for this year. Plan on doing a lot more tournaments. So some of those might be recorded. That's kind of the hope. So yeah, see what I can do here. Oh my goodness. So backhand here is kind of taken. Basket's up here to the right. Might be able to do a putt and pending. And I'm going to throw the range, maybe a little anhyzer. See if it'll pan up there, as long as I don't hit this tree right in front of me. It's a little deep, but let's see if I can get another par. See, the reason I throw a putter to get up here is because the putter ended all right there. Almost about 60-foot putt at the basket. Maybe a little bit more than that. Maybe 70 feet. I don't know. Sometimes it's just best to disc down and, throw what you know. So, tip of the day, throw what you know and what you trust. Alright, let's see if I can sink this par. Pretty good putt. Right around the corner. Maybe a little step out. Let's see if we can float it up in there. Yes, let's go. Let's go. That's a putt and a half save right there. Par. Alright, so we're at hole 3. You got a backhand gap here and a left hand or forehand gap there. And of course the truck just comes by. We're going to go backhand and we're going to try and go down this right gap here and see what we can do. There we go. A little kick off a tree. I'd say that is parked, my friend. Parked a Rooney. That tree helped. And I know y'all probably couldn't see that very well because black rims in the woods. But hey, they're changing that and coming out with white rims. But it is parked. I'll try and do some video magic and, make it clear. But no guarantees. I don't know how exactly I can. But we'll see what we can do. But as we're walking up to it, you can see it clearly right there. And that is what we would call in the business a birdie park job. On to hole 4. So here we are, hole 4. I know I hate saying but basket's right there. It's on where you see the light on the outside of these woods. You got about a 10-foot gap here. It's all the way down, and my main goal is always to just get out. So, because if you don't, you can easily be in Bogeyville, and I'm trying to keep pars. I think I'm going to go with the particle again, even though it will fade when it gets out. But actually, I think we're going to go range, kind of try and dead straight it out. And yeah, so we're going to go range, kind of get it dead straight out. Just trying to get out of the gap. Well, I did not get out of the gap, unfortunately. That's the problem with this hole. Either you get out or you don't. But on the bright side, I'm in the fairway. So let's go see if we can get the par. Alright, so the number one hard thing about this course is, of course, this. And I got a good ways to the basket. I can get there, but I still have a gap to hit. So I think in order to make sure we get there, I think I'm gonna go echo. Just try and keep it straight. Maybe a little turn, let it get to the basket so I can get a par. Or I can totally miss my line, but I'm still out. But whew, that's not a par putt. So yeah, just funny. I wasn't even looking or aiming. Going to the echo. So this is how far I landed. I mean, you're literally walking. I have the camera back there where I can show you exactly how far, just in case I make this putt. This is how far the basket is from my disc. I got out. But if I make this putt, be happy. I didn't make the putt, but it got there. I'm okay with that. Mid-range putt. Oh, hit the basket. Oh, need my bag. So there's the bogey to eat that birdie. Need to get the disc down there. Got two gaps. One gap here, and I act like I ain't played this hole in a while, but I played actually. It's just been a little bit. And I'm gonna try and get this. This is a Proton Shift out of the mystery Gyropalooza box. I don't know the weight. There's not a weight stamped on this disc, but it is a Shift 9-speed, and I want to get it down there. So, oh, come out of that turn. I threw a little nose up, and it's in the ditch. To be fair, I think it actually did rather well. If I wouldn't have thrown it so nose up, oh well, go put that in. No, a disc I do miss. The Lark by Stokely Disc. Telling y'all, slept on disc. You need to try it. The Lark from Stokely Disc. So, got an approach here. If I wouldn't have thrown this nose up, probably be up there somewhere. Maybe in within putting range. Whew. Got a tree in my way. Dead and unattached, I can move it out of my way, right? That's how we're going to play it today. I think we're going to go range again. Tempo might be a better option, though. No, I think we're going to go range. Just try and get it up there. Not anything fancy. Or almost throw it in. That works, too. I mean, that's just a... And that's going woods. Alright, let's go tap in that par. I really tried to throw it in. I mean, I was really trying here. But the MVP range, I mean, Streamline range is actually one of about my favorite discs from the Streamline and MVP lineup. Oh, I just got hit in the head by a branch. But it's one of my favorites. I don't know if it's just because I like Groove Tracks, because I like the ghouls from Gateway. So, alright, hole 6. But also, the store's got some interesting things coming, hopefully. Maybe some cool stuff. I do have a right to left. I'm jabbering while I'm trying to figure out what I kind of want to throw here. I think I want to kind of throw the trace. If you watched any of the shorts, there's a shorts with my Pikachu Trace. Love this disc. When I made the bet, this disc definitely went back in my bag. It's probably not the best thing to throw here because there is a wind coming from the right. But if I throw it on a little anhyzer, might actually do well. That's what I'm hoping for, and that's what we're going to go with. Try and angle that way a little bit to keep that wind on the back side of the disc. Well, that's on the anhyzer I wanted, but I think the wind did not push it as far as I wanted. But everything else is correct, so the only one to blame is myself. Let's go try and get a par from here. Here's where I landed. It's not a bad, terrible spot. Could be worse. A lot worse. Yeah, could be a lot worse. But this is where I landed, and I can do. So something you might have noticed, my form is kind of weird looking compared to what it used to be. I will agree with that. I think I want to throw something. I know I want to go through this gap, but from this angle, it's a lot smaller than it usually is when I'm over here. Because usually I'm that way, starting that way, getting a fade. Now I kind of want something to go straight for a while. So I think we're gonna go with the virus, which is basically the shift, but this is a virus that I've thrown before, back when I bagged MVP when I first started. Video very long time ago. But so this one's a little beat in, but if I can get it dead straight, it should carry and put me within, just a upshot for a par, or maybe even a birdie look. So yeah, let's see if we can get this down there. Oh, that's too much anhyzer. Cut roll. Well, I threw that on anhyzer. Mistakes were made. And yeah, I have no one to blame but myself. Let's go. So this is where most people would throw a tempo or zone to get up there. I'm just gonna throw a particle, try and get it in there. This is where it landed. So it did cut roll a little bit, which I'm happy with. So got a little tailwind. So try not to throw this super hard. It's gonna putt for par. It's a long putt, but it'll putt. Nonetheless, it will putt. Probably should have thrown the zone there, or the tempo. The reason I won't throw a tempo on these short throws like this, I trust putters more. And what did I say earlier? Throw what you trust. And I trust my putters. I don't trust the tempos. I mean, I can show you what a tempo throw would probably look like, and I'm about to embarrass myself here. Yeah, because if I would have thrown that on that same line I did before. See, I just don't trust the tempo as much as I trust my putters. Could be wrong. Let me know down in the comments if I'm wrong with that. Should we throw what we trust and feel more confident in our throws? Or am I really should just throw the tempo even though I don't trust it as much? Let me know down in the comments. So that goes to my next point of what I'm going to be doing this year, is trying to get better. I actually want to be 900 rated. I'm already 800 and something, which I will let you know my PDGA number, and you can check it. Oh, nice putt. Twice first luck. Must not be luck. But yeah, I want to get better. I want to be 900 rated. I know that's kind of far off, but I know it's within my possibilities. So I want to get better. More distance and more accurate. Pretty decent on accuracy, but not where I want to be. That's the next thing for this year. Alright, hole 7 is where we're at now. Basket is up and tucked to the right. If you watched any of my old videos, you notice that I usually throw a left-hand backhand here, but I'm gonna try something else. Got a fireball, pretty fireball. If you ain't noticed, a lot of my discs are proton because I like proton. I'm gonna throw MVP Axiom. I'm gonna throw what I like, really, really like, which is a proton. I'm gonna try an upside down high disc up here, or should I? See, this is where I'm kind of like, should I or should I not? Should I throw this or throw this on a left-hand backhand, something I trust and I've done 1,000 times? These are the questions that I'm constantly asking. So, we're going to think about this, and I'll let you know in just a second. Yeah, we're just going to throw what we know, which is a left-hand backhand. I do want to try that one day where it just pans up and maybe even a thumber, tomahawk. I don't know. Yeah, thumber probably would do it. And it would, I don't know, thumber would come pan back this way. So maybe a thumber with this hand. That way it would pan back this way. I don't know. But we're going to throw the left hand. So just to get it up there. Throw what you know, throw what you trust. That's what we do. So maybe I should start throwing like a tempo here. I seem to throw too far. So I got a tree in my way. It's like dead in my way. I'm gonna do a step out, but we are within putting range. About 33, maybe 34. So I could theoretically probably it was a good run. Probably theoretically I probably could jump putt, but even just that tree in the way. If I could land maybe a couple feet over here where I could do a straight run, a little bit more power with my legs, probably could get that in. I mean, with all things considered though, not bad. So we're going to do have a left or right, so we're going to throw the vanish. So we're going to get that up there. Oh, that's a pretty shot. That's going to be an easy par. Let's get up there. This is where I landed. Not bad flat. Basket right there. So yeah, let's put it in. Alright, so I could putt and get it there, or I don't know. Should I putt and get it there, or should I just approach with the range or the particle? Putting is a great option. It's not that far, but particle and the range I think would probably be the best with this headwind. That way I can get a little more oomph to get through it. I mean, it left me a putt, but let me see what would have happened if I would have just took my putter and threw it up there over the ditch. So it would have been a putt either way, so I don't feel bad on my decision, and that's how we're going to run it. Yeah, definitely would have been a bad idea to go with the putter. Look at that. It's so far away from the basket. That would have been a hard putt. Bag on, holding camera. That was terrible. That putt. Pretty easily. Yeah. way we can save par and go into hole 15 with a even look. And yeah, so even. Another birdie would be nice, but even is great. So now we're on hole 15. It says it's 373 feet up there on top of the hill. So the problem with this hole is it's uphill, so this plays more like 400. Still par 3. So what I want to do is just kind of stay out of the woods there. So we're gonna throw this time lapse again because it's got a headwind. Kind of want to land over on the road or on the right side of the road for a good approach. So this is hole 15, last hole. Let's see if we can get out of this even. And it's not bad. It's up there beside that trailer. It's not really where I want to be. Because like I said, I think the headwind kind of stopped a little bit before I threw. Which, I mean, that happens. I don't want to throw anything flippy. But that time lapse version 2, I like it. I did try the version 1 when it first came out. So I do like that one. But the headwind kind of died. I was kind of hoping for the headwind, not dead wind, to make it turn a little bit. But I'm okay with that. I did not want to throw my trace because I have thrown the trace here since I started throwing them again. And it kind of gets taken by this hill and I end up down there. So I kind of needed something in between that. So let's go put that in for par. So I'm actually confirming that I messed up even more than I thought I did. Because the footing here sucks. Okay. So a run up is not happening. I'm pretty still good distance from this hole uphill. Do want to kind of go mid-range. I still have this headwind, but I can't throw an echo, which is what I would love to throw on this approach. So we're going to throw a little heavier balance, so I can fight this wind a little bit better. And we're going to try and hang it out right, get a putt for par. I mean, that's all we're going for here. I did not hang it out right, but it had the distance. Let's go see if we can make this putt. So I got to make this to keep my par round, my even score. So here we go. Oh, come on. It's always player 2. Always. Well, so +1 it is. Doesn't do much better. My putts are great though. I feel like they're doing pretty well. I mean, I hit the cage and then made the second putt. So yeah, that's what we got. And so thanks for watching Howling Wolf Disc Golf, and hopefully the more videos will be coming. Please like, subscribe, you know, all that jazz. And thank you for watching Howling Wolf Disc Golf.